Hey there, hey sweet friends. This is Dr. Laura Ricci. I am a doctor of physical therapy, a national board certified health and wellness coach specializing in women's health and functional nutrition, and an essential oil educator and leader with doTERRA. And I wanted to pop in and talk a little bit about CBD oil versus Copaiba essential oil, because this is a hot topic. It's one that I've been getting asked a lot of questions about. So we're going to dive in and talk about cannabinoids. There's 3 different types of cannabinoids here. So the first that we'll talk about is actually THC. So THC, or tetrahydrocannabinol. This is actually what we would think of as marijuana. It comes from the cannabis plant or hemp plants. It is illegal in about half of the US right now and legal in the other half for medicinal purposes with that. We've got CBD oil. So this is from hemp and it contains only trace amounts of THC, and it is legal in all 50 states, but that's kind of controversial. There's kind of some interesting kind of federal discussion around that. But it does not make you high. CBD oil does not make you high, but it does help with different neurological issues in the body. So with aches, with discomfort, with different things, but it works indirectly affecting CB2 receptors in the body. Then we have BCP. This is our beta-caryophyllene, and this is a cannabinoid that's found in very high levels in our Copaiba essential oil, and it works directly with CB2 receptors in the body, which is pretty cool. So to kind of sum up a little bit, if we're looking at those two, CBD oil versus Copaiba oil, CBD oil can be pretty pricey. It can be around $300 for a month's supply. Copaiba is actually $35 for a month's supply there. So you can get the soft gels, which is really convenient to take internally, or you can actually do the essential oil. So in this bottle, this is a 15 ml bottle, there's about 250 drops in here. So for $35, you get a lot of drops of Copaiba essential oil. It's very cost effective, and that's nice because you're gonna get the best benefit when using things consistently. So this allows you to use the Copaiba essential oil consistently with that. It is 100% drug free. Woohoo! So there's 0 risk of containing THC. There's no THC in Copaiba essential oil. It's 100% legal. We like to joke and say that Copaiba is legal in all 50 states, and it's not from the cannabis plant. Copaiba essential oil does not come from the cannabis plant at all. So there's 0% chance of it affecting a drug test. I get asked that a lot too. Is Copaiba essential oil going to affect a drug test? It does not. So if you are a healthcare professional, if you're a nurse, if you work for the government, you have a governmental job there and they do random health screenings, you can be sure that there's not going to be any traces of THC in that, and it's not going to affect the drug test at all, which is nice. Now, another cool thing, Copaiba essential oil, it's very high in sesquiterpenes. It's 98% sesquiterpenes. So this allows it to have a much longer lasting effect and have a really higher metabolic potential in the body there. And doTERRA's Copaiba, it's very chemically diverse because they used 4 species of the plant to make up this essential oil, because we are bio-individual, right? Everybody's a little bit different. So we've got a very chemically diverse essential oil to support us with that. Now, if we go back to the receptors, because this is something interesting, we've got CB1 receptors and CB2 receptors in the body. So CB1 receptors are the receptors that THC interacts with, and it causes that psychotropic effects, right? The feelings of getting high with that. Then we have CB2 receptors in the body. So these are the ones that do not make you high, but they actually are targeted when using CBD oil and when using Copaiba essential oil. So CBD oil interacts with these CB2 receptors, but it's indirectly. Copaiba essential oil actually has a direct effect with those CB2 receptors. So it's kind of interesting that we are now influencing that receptor. It's directly affecting that receptor's activity because we have these receptors throughout the body there. So it's not dependent on some other thing happening in the body, which is kind of cool. So I love that CBD goes right to, not CBD, Copaiba essential oil affects those CB2 receptors directly versus CBD oil has an indirect response with those receptors in the body. There's actually a lot of published research as well on Copaiba essential oils, so over 1,000 published studies that are talking about this and its influencing activities. So that's kind of neat. There's a lot of research that backs that up as well. So that's a little bit about kind of the difference, what you can expect. I know for me, I've actually had a lot of sweet nurses recently reach out to me. One in particular, she was having a lot of inflammatory response in discomfort in joints in her hands, and she was taking CBD oil and it was helping, but again, she works at a hospital, they do random drug screens, and she was just kind of concerned about that and liked the price point of Copaiba only being $35. So she actually got started with me with this oil and called me up and said, wow, Laura, not only does it works very effective, I feel like it works better than the CBD oil and it's way less expensive. So, you know, it's something to try. Hey, if you, and I'm not here to judge, we all get to make decisions on our health and wellness, and if CBD oil is helping you, you do you, boo. This is just something, if you haven't tried Copaiba essential oil, you might want to give it a try. You can compare it, you can see what works for you, but it's really cost effective. So this is a really nice one for any types of aches, discomforts, if you're having a painful experience going on in the body, even for relaxation, anxious feelings, to help with sleep. I love this oil, and we can use it in a lot of different ways. We've got the soft gels that you can just pop to take it internally very quickly. You can diffuse this oil. You can add it with lavender to be very calming. You can add it with a citrus oil like wild orange to be very uplifting. I love this for neurological support, internal as well as topical. So you can apply this along the spine, which is really great. Also base of the skull, right in that suboccipital area, is a nice one too, or just topically. So you guys have kind of been following me, been seeing my health and wellness journey. And there was a point in time where I would get little shakes and I would actually apply the Copaiba essential oil topically. I did it undiluted, just neat, but you can dilute it out, and it would really help to just calm my nervous system down when I needed it. So there's the short and sweet explanation. Again, the endocannabinoid system is pretty cool. You can do some research on that, Google it. It really affects lots of different parts of our body. I think we're just starting to understand the endocannabinoid system and how that all works and the different types of cannabinoids. So just to keep it kind of short and sweet, we've got, again, the THC, the CBD, and the BCP. So try different things, see what works for your body, but this is a powerhouse. If you are brand new to the world of essential oils, if you don't already have an account with doTERRA, reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you with this if you just wanted to try it out, but it is a powerhouse. So I actually was doing some sprints and my hips were talking to me a little bit, so I've been taking this and it's been working great. But it's something that I take. I love the soft gels every night. I do 2 Serenity soft gels and 1 to 2 Copaiba soft gels, and it just helps me sleep. So it's a nice one to add in, and you don't have to worry about drug tests or other issues kind of popping up with that, and it's very cost effective. So give it a try. If I can help and serve, let me know. Have a great night. Bye guys.